Yeah.
Hey Rebel, what's up?
I don't even like Pokemon Go.
Rebel, why are you so bummed out?
But wait, you're asking me why I'm bummed out?
Yeah,
Because apparently I have to unbox this giant Pokemon or something? I have no clue. Niantic apparently sent this.
Nianta sent it, not Niantic.
It's not Niantic?
No, it's Nianta.
It's called Nianta?
Yeah,
Oh, well, that changes everything then.
hooray.
Welcome, everybody. Rebel Drifter here. Today we're unboxing a Nianta doll. Here we have the box. So they did put some stuff around it here, but as you can see, it already cut into the box. I already spoke with the sales rep. I already told her that, you might still have the best packaging in the world, but if, like, for example, DPD gets a hands on this, and they are actually the courier right now, then you can expect damage, because DPD is one of the cheaper companies. People that are a brand or a vendor don't always know how the transportation is going to go regarding other companies taking it over from somewhere. So this box was first handled by UPS, because I see UPS stickers on here, and then probably after that it went over to DPD. Anyway, we're going to open her up, see what that's like. Please check out the QR code in the video right now. That's probably on one of the sides or on the bottom, because they also have a Discord channel where you can go and you can actually win a lot of stuff. I'll also leave the link in the description if you can't use your phone /QR code scanning, and you should be good to go. So let's open her up and see how this goes. We have the body right here. I already have the head that came in 2 or 3 days ago, so that's pretty cool. I already took a sneak peek, but first we're just gonna open up the box. Again, the box looks really rough. They have apparently, I think, checked it at customs, because it's already been opened, and there's only, like I said, look, it's already opened here, so there's only a couple of tape areas on the side and on the front. So the people who checked it at customs or at the other country didn't really make an effort to close it up again. Now, that's a little bit of a problem, because sometimes I'm standing on the wrong side. But sometimes when you're actually opening something up, and yeah, the packing seems to be good, but the box has seen better days. So apparently I'm standing on the wrong side of the box. The flap has already been opened up a couple of times. I can surely feel that. So yeah, sadly, again, as you can see as I'm opening it up, all the PC foam, as I like to call it, has completely been broken, so that's also not a good sign. So hopefully it still did its job. Oh, this is going to be really difficult, so I'm going to put the knife or the scissors there and try and take this out in one go, which is going to be difficult because I don't want to leave all this crap everywhere. So yeah, you've seen in previous videos that normally it's really easy to get rid of because it's one chunk. So sadly I'm gonna have to get rid of that. I have to censor it because apparently there is a booby out, and apparently people have either put their hands on it or, done something to it. Alright, so this is gonna suck slightly, well, slightly, maybe even bigger than I thought. As you can see, there is a lot of grime and dirt on the blanket, so I'm going to take the blanket off in a few. There's some crud on her neck. You can see that the neck is completely tilted. Again, this is not the fault of the manufacturer or the brand in this case. I have high hopes and high regards for Nianta doll, because they've been super dope and forthcoming regarding communication. And yeah, I also want to do a shout out to Haru Chronicles on Discord. So there is some stuff here and there. Here we have another box or another bag of certain stuff in here, which I think is really cool. So we'll get to that later. It's the same thing. It's the same thing regarding the head. They already put some stuff in there. So you can see she's completely shifted all the way over to this corner, because this foot should actually be right here, because you can see the dent of the foam. It should have been there, but it's not something that can be helped. So I really hope that if I unpack her, she's gonna look good. So what we can do now is open up a little bit more skin, but you can clearly see how dented it really is. So as I assessed the damage just now from looking at her in the box, you can see clearly that there is a giant dent there in the back. You can also see that the blanket has been torn. So again, to every company sending me stuff, I still love you all. I love all the brands and all the vendors that help me out with my channel. Please listen to me when I say use the thread in the neck, put a bolt through it from the outside of the box, and put some wooden planks between it. They can kick and do whatever they want with the box, but you're not going to get the neck twisted or turned. Thankfully, this is a very soft silicone, as you can see right here. And most of the stripes that you saw are already gone. You can probably see a little bit on the camera still. She's cold to the touch, so she's not warm yet. Eventually, if I massage that a couple of times, it'll probably go away. Other than that, the top area seems to be very soft as well. And then the downstairs area, which I protected regarding YouTube rules, is also what seems to be very good. As you can see, very nice detail on the legs, but we really need to get her out and pose her somewhere. All right, so I can't stress this enough. Good packaging is very important. And if you don't have good packaging, or you think you have good packaging, there are always people who will completely destroy it. So you gotta just get yourself ready for the worst that is about to happen. I know it's gonna take more time, and I know it's going to hurt maybe the cost a little bit, but there has to be a better way to do this. Now, again, I have no faults regarding Nianta themselves. I'm sure that the people who packed her did an amazing job also with the straps around it. But it's the shipment, the time, and then probably multiple couriers, or maybe it just has been just this one courier that does it. They have sculpted a very nice lady here, but there's some significant damage thanks to the courier. So I'm going to pick you guys up and I'll show you. So here's a very big scuff mark. So you can see that the complete paint has gone off, and it's something really cut into her, which is really, really sad. And then we're going to go over to this one. This one is something that I'm bummed out the most, because you can see it's a complete hole. You can see the skeleton come through. It's, yeah, it's a sad day to be in love with another silicone honey. So that's something that hopefully I still have some glue and I could probably close that up a little bit, but it's never going to recover. So there's that. The legs seem to be good. You know, this is also, might as well just use this as an overview to see how good the quality and the painting has been done. No bones in the toes. Again, the painting of her skin is really nice. Legs as well. Very reddish type knees, which is really realistic. Again, this seems to work very well regarding her joints. And then, of course, there's some scuff marks here. I don't know if that's from the factory or if it's also light damage on top of the silicone. Then we have the neck area, which seems to be all right. You can see it shifted a little bit. The silicone has been shifted a little bit. It's not that bad because you're not going to see that, so all I have to do is clean this and then plop on the head, which I have not shown yet. And then you can see these two marks here. Hopefully when I put the neck down a little bit more and a little bit that way, that's going to clear up, hopefully. You know, that's something we probably could get massaged out of there, but that's a little bit of a big problem because that area is going to be open regarding display. And then we have some dents in here as well. That's something we can probably massage away. I can feel the tension regarding the skeleton and the silicone coming together at that one spot. So we can probably get that out. And then I've not seen the bottom area. There's also a very big scratch here, as you can see, and some dents. So yeah, the courier has really had a field day with this, and you know, this really pisses me off. Again, no judgment or fault to Nianta doll, only the packaging could just be, you know, a little bit better. And there's some minor dents here and there. I've not checked her underside, and I've not checked her, you know, her bum area, her back area, and all that stuff. But this one is really egregious, and the one there at the finger is really bad. There's some small little specks that we can't get out, probably from the workroom floor that got into the silicone. Here's one that I just can't get out. I have to probably use that with a cloth. This one looks like it would come out, but it's not doing that either. Maybe we can get that out with a damp cloth as well. But if you look at how they made her, just look at how the shadow is falling on this area. Look how nice the details and the skin is. You know, this could have had an amazing promise regarding sculpture and color and, you know, really nice. Also very soft. You know, that's really cool. Legs as well, a little bit harder, but also still very soft, thick layers, which is nice. All right, so real quick, checking out the feet area before I lose my mind. Seems to be good. I don't see anything bad right there. Same goes for this one. Standing at a very weird angle. I just wanted to see if everything was good. You know, gotta include that in the video. There's a small little dent here, but nothing too bad. So there's that. All right, so this is not the ideal way of how I have her positioned, but we're gonna do this anyway real quick. She's standing against the green screen, against the closet. We're checking out the back area right now. I'm trying to film and look with my eyeballs, not to the screen, but to the doll itself. Seems to be all right on the back area. The hands look really nice. Also, of course, we're gonna have the little skeletons in there. That looks good. Back seems to look good. Yeah, I already see some stuff on the bottom of her legs. So the other arm looks good too. On the inside seems to be all right. Really nice detail, veins and everything. Small little dent here. And then at her butt area, I have to be careful regarding YouTube again. You can see some dents here, some massive dents. As you can see, I just pressed this one in and it's already almost completely gone. Same goes for these. You can feel that the silicone is being wrapped tight around it, or that there's like stress on there. Sometimes it's just the skeleton, or like the grooves in the skeleton that pinch the silicone very deep in the layer itself. Everything else seems to be good inside of the legs. There's still some crud here and there inside of the legs there as well. Very nice skin painting. And then the sides we kind of already checked. Here's a little dent again. You can feel the stress. I still have some crud on my hands. But yeah, just look at the skin detail. It's really nice. I hope you guys can see that, how they did that. It looks a little bit over exaggerated on the camera, but I can tell you in real life it looks really nice. So yeah, that all seems to be good. So we got some damage, some scuffs, and a hole. It's not that bad, but it's also not that great either. So let's continue. All right, and here she is completely dressed for as far as I can do it at right now. The standard bikini, again, for all my unboxing videos, because that's fair. And different type of shoes. Sadly, there was one toenail from her big toe on her left foot, or our left, her right, that sadly came loose. I can tell you right now, that's because of the shipping. So yeah, that's that. Now we need to go on to the head. In the package, in the box of her body, there was already an extra bag. So that's this right here. So we're going to open it up real quick. This is something that I think is really cool. They dropped in a specific panty. And you know what's really cool about that? They dropped in the white one. So that means that it's a panty that goes above her chest and then gradually goes down. So if you are cosplaying her and you have something that is dark, you can put this underneath because it's white fabric and it doesn't stain. So that's really perfect. So this is, in my opinion, a very great upgrade. I'm getting a little bit tired of, I'm not trying to sound arrogant here, but I'm getting a little bit tired of the standard bikini stuff that they throw in. It's all very cheap. I don't mean it in a bad way because it's something that they add in extra. But something like that, the panties, that even though they're see-through, is perfect for if you want to put on different clothing. There's also a QR code here and a verification code underneath the layer that you can scratch off, which is pretty cool. And of course, you have your comb. You've got your water rinse repeat bottle. You've got your gloves, your USB warming wand in a plastic bag still, but still loose, but away from the doll. A quick connect with a thread and then the Allen key adjustment and a normal threaded adapter. Alright, so that was pretty cool, but we had the lady's head already come in, I think 1 or 2 days ago. So this is also pretty cool. I can't show this because there's a butt area on the front. But it says Nianta, a blend of real and imaginary, because realism has only just begun. So that's pretty cool. I cannot show the inside as well because there are chests protruding. Very nice body soft care upgrade. VAG, if you know what I mean, suction system. You know, really cool stuff. Oh Christ, I don't even know if I had the other area yet. So that's all going to be censored. I can't leave that there. So then we're going to go over to what's in the bag again. Now I have 2 of these, and the funny thing is I already ordered one from Shein because I wanted to cosplay her as somebody, but you have to stay tuned on my channel to see what she's going to become. But this is again another sexy stockings or panty, which is great. So even though the other one said it was purple, it's still white. There's another code in here, so that means that we can check in the body and check in the head. And then also the same thing again, warming one, comb, gloves, and the water rinse repeat. I'm actually very happy that they sent the head in a different package, because if this head was in the bottom of the box, and we've already seen how bad the box was from the body, then the head was going to be problematic, I think. So let's just open her up. I already had a sneak peek yesterday. So my response is not going to be so genuine, and I need to comb her hair. But she has a specific appearance. There's this American actress that she looks like, and she also looks like somebody that I'm trying to cosplay her as. But like I said, you need to stay tuned for that. The cool thing is, she has, of course, a movable jaw, which is difficult to do now because I don't have her on the body. But as you can see, really cool. I'm going to try and move over to the camera. The insides of her mouth are really cool. So she has her tongue. The tongue can come up, as you can see right here. And then there's an area going all the way in, which you can't see right now because it's really dark. But there's like texture there and everything. So the head is really nicely done. Her eyes are a little bit weird now. There you go. That's maybe a little bit better. It's also because I ripped her jaw down. If I put her jaw back, then she's going to look a little bit more relaxed with her eyes. There you go. Just holding her a little bit weird, but a very cool head. So we're going to plop that onto the body. And I did not need a quick connect because there's already one installed. Perfect. All right, and here she is, completely assembled with her hair. To comb a little bit, you can still see some hairs here and there on her neck area. Implanted hair, when you comb for the first time, you will always get some hairs out of there. You know, that's something to be expected. Hopefully in the future the technique will get better where the hair will be just really, really tightly planted into the skull or something else. So, you know, that's cool. She's wearing some simple shoes. And that's pretty much it. She's just, you know, she's ready to go, ready to be cosplayed, ready to put on display. And besides the damage, I think she looks really cool. She's really nice. Her head on her body looks really good as well. And yeah, like I said, she looks like somebody. It's not a one-to-one replica because, you know, that's very difficult to do when you have portrait rights and all that stuff. But she does look like somebody, I think. You know, if you think she looks like somebody that you know, maybe from a specific TV show or a specific movie or whatever, you know, drop that down in the comments down below, and you know, maybe you'll get an applause from me in the next video. We'll have to wait and see. But like I said, she looks really good. I love her details on her stomach, and the shoes suited her well for now. Would have been better if I grabbed my wife's shoes because she has nice purple shoes, but you know, we can't always do that. But you know, this is pretty cool, so she looks good. Alright, this has been another unboxing by Rebel Drifter, the Drifting Dollfluencer. Please check out niantastore.com and check out Silicone X number 28. That's her. Maybe they even have her in stock here and there, so check that out. Please go towards the QR code and or the Discord link in my description, because if you join and you get more people to join there as well, you might actually win a Arwiz head or a body. So that could make a complete doll, of course. So yeah, go check Nianta out. They're a really cool company, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned for her cosplay. Thank you very much. Peace.